Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the WWE Fantasy Log. I am, as always, your host, James Phoenix. Joining me, as always, is John.
Hi.
And a random pair of green hands.
I apologize, people. I got home late from work tonight, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm going to be finishing my dinner while we're doing this, which is why I'm not on camera at the moment. But nevertheless, I am here. Yeah, well.
Anywho. So we're going to do the thing that we do, and as always, we're going to start off, well, I suppose I should do the spiel. This is the show where we go ahead and look back at the week in wrestling, mostly WWE, and score the Fantasy League. This is our, for those of you keeping score at home, this is our final regular weekly episode of Season 2. Our final episode of Season 2 will be the Royal Rumble for next week. And we will also be making some adjustments to our schedule starting next week in regards to how we're going to be doing this. Thursday will be the Royal Rumble on our usual time. But following that, regular videos of the Fantasy Log will be moving to Saturday nights.
Indeed.
So stay tuned for that. Also, don't forget that next week, after we score the Royal Rumble, before we do the first weekly video of Season 3, there will be a draft.
Dun, dun, dun.
To shake things up again. And we will be each drafting 4 people from each of our opponents' rosters. One can be a tag team. Rules will be explained more at the time. Anything can happen, folks.
Mhm.
So that should be fun. But in the meantime, we're going to start, as we always start off, and that is with the news. So let me find the news. You unmuted for really? Wow. Anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to pull up an image for this one. Since Project.com has decided to work tonight. Thank you, good people at Roger.com and Roger himself for getting those technical problems fixed. It is appreciated. Where is the video? Here we go. That's what I want to see. So we're going to open up tonight with the injury report. Get this picture nice and big here. Well, I guess that's sufficient then. All right, we'll just do this. Screen share. So his face is blurred out for hashtag block the hate, as you can see, but that's apparently a Twitter friend. I know nothing about it. I will not say anything further. But you may or may not be able to tell, despite the blocked face, but that is, of course, Make Darren Young Great Again. And you might have noticed his elbow is not in such good shape.
Actually, his elbow looks fine. It's his bicep that looks completely fucked up.
It's like
Well-
inner elbow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
assuming he got run over by a car. That looks like a tire track.
Yeah, right?
actually no. He hyperextended the elbow while having a match with Epico that was being taped this past Monday night for a future main event episode. He posted this picture. Not a lot of detail on the elbow, just the photo itself. But yeah, there is a. He did also share footage of when the injury occurred. I'm not going to play that video because I don't want to get flagged. But well, I did it anyway. Let's not do that. But basically,
You-
it
sucks for
You
him.
click near it. That must mean you want to watch it.
was- but yeah, so he unfortunately injured that thing on Monday night. So we wish him well in his recovery of his arm there, which hopefully won't be too long. It doesn't look that bad.
Make Darren Young's elbow great again.
Pretty much. That's where we're at
Yeah,
this
right.
point.
Make Darren Young's cartilage great again.
Yeah, something like that. Speaking of people who are injured, this one could have this one could bear relevance. You okay, John? You're breathing a little heavy there. There you go.
I am your father.
No.
No, that's not possible.
Exactly. Anyhow, moving this aside, speaking of people that are injured, but hopefully not injured soon, according to reports by PWInsider.com, rumor has it is that Finn Balor is scheduled to undergo additional medical testing sometime this week in the hopes of being cleared for an in-ring return. Whether that will be in time for the Royal Rumble remains to be seen, but he'll definitely be cleared in time for WrestleMania. And possibly.
Yay.
Yeah, did your mic sensitivity go like way up, John, or something? Is that what's happening?
Maybe? I don't know.
Jeff, does his mic sound like it went way up?
Not really. Ooh, I'm hearing scratching though.
Yeah, that's Queen's scratching and irregular voice volume. I'm not sure what's going on. But anyway, let's continue. What else we got? All right. This may or may not be good depending on your point of view. But there is rumors flying around. Again, grain of salt, these are rumors. Dave Meltzer stated this on Wrestling Observer Radio. There's a story going around that Brian James, better known to you WWE fans as the Road Dogg, has apparently replaced Ryan Ward as the head writer of SmackDown. It's not confirmed but apparently he's been gaining more power with his buddy Triple H in charge. So now people are speculating as to whether this has anything to do with SmackDown beating Raw in the ratings.
We can't have that. Put someone else in charge.
Well, the theory would be because Road Dogg was believed to be one of the writers working on Raw, so it might be believed that they moved the SmackDown head guy that was doing well to Raw to make that show better.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah,
I like my theory better.
that's a better theory. I agree.
Hashtag let's make Raw great again.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or, as we here in the league like to call it, hashtag fuck SmackDown.
We like to call it that.
Well, I think it's more accurate.
Well, it is. I just don't recall us ever calling it that before, but fair enough. Fair enough. Moving along. What else we got? Here we go. Apparently, not the first of, but we're getting more hints from Sasha Banks that she may be moving to SmackDown Live.
That'd be good.
She's been teasing on social media the possibilities of this. This week, she took to social media and posted a pair of somewhat subtle hints regarding a move. Saying a picture of herself posing in front of what appears to be the Raw stage platform, saying, "Remember, for everything you have lost, you have gained something else. Without the dark, you would never see the stars. Hashtag Royal Rumble, hashtag WrestleMania, hashtag SD Women's Championship, hashtag BL 2017. So, as I said before, I think Sasha moving to SmackDown would be a great move that would really help bolster their women's division, especially now that Mickie James is there. Between the two of them, they'll really kick that women's division into high gear. Because I have felt since the brand division that the one place SmackDown is lagging behind Raw is in the women's division.
Kind of. I think they're also lagging behind in the main event picture. I think Raw has a better main event picture. But yeah, I think Sasha v. Mickie James could be a fucking awesome feud.
Thoroughly disagree. AJ versus Cena. I'd rather watch that than Roman versus Owens with Jericho in a fucking cage. That match is number one. The best wrestler of those three I mentioned is the one we're going to put in a shark cage and not let wrestle. And number two, we need to have a shark cage gimmick to get our main event over because our heel can't win without cheating, and our face is getting booed out of the building. There is clearly problems here.
I like for that match, someone was joking that Owens should lock himself in the cage before it starts, so Reigns has to let out Jericho to win. And I was like, that would be hilarious.
That's actually a brilliant strategy.
Yeah. Like right before they lock it up, he just goes in. And they just like, he's like. And now, this is gonna sound bad. I don't know if they could lift it though, just from the safety reason of I don't know if like it can hold two people, but it'd be.
I don't know. Apparently not, because as we've seen demonstrated, apparently if you launch yourself from a turnbuckle catapult, one person can knock it down. So
maybe that'll be the strategy then. Kevin Owens is like, I'm just gonna throw Roman Reigns into it. That'll release Jericho.
There you go. Perfect.
Like those carnival things where you hit the target and it dumps the teacher.
Yes, exactly. Perfect. Possibilities. Anyway. So last bit of news I have for the moment. Just something relevant to this time of year, but not this year. It was announced on Philly.com earlier this morning that the Royal Rumble 2018 will be taking place in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Oh, sorry. Along with, of course, the corresponding Raw, SmackDown, and NXT TakeOver events. As one might expect. So, that should be a lot of fun next year. So, we'll that'll be on January 28th of next year. So, we will enjoy that. All right. So, I'm going to talk about something else a little bit later on. But for right now, we're going to go into the primary thing that we do. Let me scroll over to where's the window I'm looking for. Here we go. All right. So, as you can see, as of right now, the KO show is in the lead at 44.55, with Hug Life trailing at 43.66, and Certified Lunatic still way in the back at 32.73. And as we go to check out the leaderboards over on this tab, as you can see, Rich Swann, the Cruiserweight Champion, still holding strong in first place at 487. Roman Reigns, former U.S. Champion, potential next Universal Champion, is in second place at 454. Current Universal Champion Kevin Owens is at 449. AJ Styles, the World Champion, at 372, coming in fourth place. Jericho rounding out the top five, the U.S. Champion at 351, followed by The Miz, the former Intercontinental Champion, at 336. Excuse me. Alexa Bliss, the SmackDown Women's Champion, at 323. Charlotte, the Raw Women's Champion, at 310. Dean Ambrose, the Intercontinental Champion, at 307. And rounding out the top 10 is one half of the SmackDown Tag Champs, Chad Gable, at 291. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I still find it interesting. Chad Gable's up there, even though he's done fuck all since he's won the title.
He won the title. That is sufficient.
Yeah.
I guess.
Title boost.
Yeah, to keep him in the top 10, it's like when everyone else has been doing shit. It's like, wow.
Oh, he's had the title and he retains it. So, that'll do it. So, we got to remember, though, it makes sense. We've already established that he's the Shawn Michaels of that tag team. So, it says something when he's up here at number 10, and Jason Jordan is down here at number 25. 1 point ahead of Daivari.
Well, that makes sense considering when they double team, Chad Gable's the one that gets the pin most of the time.
Yeah.
That is true. Except when Jason Jordan fucks up, goes out of the ring, and then goes, "Oh shit, I'm the legal man."
You have to remember, Jason Jordan is the Shelton Benjamin of this team.
Yeah.
He cannot wait until it's been 3 months since he did that, so we can forget it.
I know. So, let me go ahead and turn the guys back into A to Z order. All right. And let us see where we go from here. Shall we? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, the go-home episode of Monday Night Raw before the Royal Rumble is coming to you from the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Anyway. So we open up with Roman Reigns coming out to the ring. The Shark Cage is in the ring, and Roman needs to cut a promo about Jericho and Owens. However, he gets interrupted by Jericho and Owens. Jericho calls Reigns a stupid idiot, and apparently gets a huge pop from the crowd. Reigns demands a rematch for the U.S. title, as Jericho says that he should come down there and kick his ass again. I'll give credit to Reigns, though. He did have a good reaction, because Jericho came out and he was like, "I want to come down there and teach you another lesson right now." And Reigns looks at him a second and just goes, "You just give me a rematch?" I think you just gave me a rematch.
You're surprised Jericho got a huge pop for calling him a stupid idiot. You did hear the story about how WWE completely edited the replay of Jericho winning the title, right?
I did not.
Oh, with that dude.
Yeah.
Where they show him
You know how on following Raw they did a recap of it and they showed him winning the title and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, apparently on the previous Raw when he won the title, the camera cut to this guy in the crowd who was going, "Yes, yes, yes," at Jericho winning the title.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did the replay, they edited it, cut that out, and replaced it with a shot from earlier in the match of the guy face palming.
Ah.
So yeah, WWE is heavily editing it so that people apparently feel that people have less than a 1 week memory of what's happened, and they're trying to make Roman Reigns look great again.
I imagine the only reason they noticed is the dude himself was like, "That wasn't me." Oh fuck it. It's like he didn't want to be known as the mark that was like the Romans. He's like, "That was from earlier," and people are like, "That was from earlier."
Yeah.
All right then.
Either that or it could be seen as Triple H once again trying to bury Chris Jericho.
Yeah. So Owens accepts on Jericho's behalf and says that tonight Reigns will be the one locked in the Shark Cage. And he says he'll win the title tonight and the Universal title on Sunday. So promo points to those three guys. Make up your mind, Jeff. Either mute or unmute. It should be 8 instead of 457. And then, what's I looking for? Reigns. 8 points, gonna put him up at 462. All right. So following this, we go to our opening match of the evening. And then it's a one-on-one match between Luke Gallows and Cesaro. One half of the Raw Tag Team Champions. So there's some back and forth action. Gallows takes advantage early on with a boot to the face, but Cesaro goes back with some uppercuts, DDT, and a sharpshooter. But Anderson kicks him out of the sharpshooter and then distracts the ref so that Gallows can boot him and facebuster him from behind for the win. So That's 5 points for Luke Gallows. Well, let's start off with Cesaro. He lost. 5 points to Cesaro for competing in that match. And by my calculations over here, he had 3 moves. So that's 8 points for Cesaro. That's 43 to 242. All right. And then Luke Gallows won the match, so he gets 20 points. And an additional 3 for moves, so 23 points, Luke Gallows.
Woohoo.
No, wait. 28 points because he had 5 for competing. Puts him at 168. Okay. And we know that Anderson interfered, so he's going to get 5 accompaniment points and 6 interference points. Is 11 points to Carl Anderson. 171. Now, does anybody know, was Sheamus at ringside?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was out there.
Okay, then we'll give some accompaniment points to Sheamus.
How do you think Cesaro lost?
Because Carl Anderson interfered and got involved.
No, because Carl Anderson beat the shit out of Sheamus.
59 then. Okay.
And Cesaro, being the good man that he was like, holy shit, you're attacking my partner. And then Luke Gallows says, yeah, and I'm attacking your face.
All right.
Cesaro said, no.
Fair enough. So moving along, Mick Foley has Steph on speakerphone. And Sami Zayn walks in and asks about being in the Royal Rumble. And Stephanie tells him via speakerphone that he'll have to beat Seth Rollins tonight if he wants to earn a spot in the Rumble. We then see go to commercial and come back to see Mick Foley approaching Seth Rollins to inform him that Stephanie has booked him in a match against Sami Zayn tonight because she wants Sami Zayn to qualify to be in the Royal Rumble. If Sami wins, he's not just getting a spot in the Royal Rumble; he's getting your spot. With Seth just admits, he knows it's not your fault. Make it Stephanie's bullshit, but I'll go do what I gotta do. So we then cut to give promo points to Zayn and Rollins then. And then Rollins is 8 points at 296. And then we're going to have that match of Sami Zayn versus Seth Rollins. And Sami Zayn actually defeated Seth Rollins with a roll-up via distraction of Triple H's music, which went off mid-match and distracted the hell out of Seth Rollins, allowing Sami Zayn to roll him up. Even though Sami Zayn probably should have been able to walk because he just got pedigreed on the corner of the ring apron. So, yeah. So
I think they had to win via roll-up instead of a loofah kick.
Yeah, well. Anyway, Sami Zayn wins the match. 20 for winning, 5 for competing is 25. He had 5 moves as 30 points to Sami Zayn. Let's see, at 202. And then Seth Rollins gets himself 5 for competing, 5 for moves. It's 10 points, Seth Rollins. Him at 306. Okay. Backstage after the match, Rollins chews out Foley for the music playing. He says he knew nothing about it, and Seth says that he knows Stephanie was behind it.
How would she have access to his music? He's like a totally different person. Oh, it's because she's in charge.
Yep. Anyway, so we go to the ring for a tag team match, playa. A 6-man cruiserweight tag team match featuring Gentleman Jack Gallagher, T.J. Perkins, and Mustafa Ali taking on Arya Daivari, Tony Nese, and Drew Gulak. It is a fairly short match. All the cruiserweights Gulak works on Perkins. They use Perkins as a beat slot, basically. Him and Nese tagging it out and beat up Perkins. Ali comes in and cleans house off a hot tag and ends up winning the match off a reverse. All the men come in to brawl, and Ali wins off a reverse 450.
That was fucking impressive. That reverse 450. Have you seen him do the reverse 450?
I think so. Maybe once.
That is fucking impressive. How he doesn't kill himself every fucking time, I don't know. That is goddamn impressive. Like, dude should be dead right now. Like, he should be drossed at this point.
Hey, some people are just that good, and they can survive. I mean, Brock's shooting started onto his face, and he's still walking around.
No, just.
That's only because he had a steroid neck to pad it.
Steroid neck.
Have you seen his neck? Or what
Is that like?
for his neck?
Is that going to be a skill in 2K18?
Steroid neck?
Steroid neck.
Halves head damage.
Yeah.
Or Goldberg head.
Goldberg head.
Gold head.
Yeah.
Gold head.
Could take extra damage, but hurts promo after or before match.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting to that by the end of the night. Or
I
that
felt
what
like
you were
it
referencing?
was appropriate to at least mention it. Yeah, I know it'll show up. And
Were you
Well,
referencing
anyway.
what happened at the end of the night?
yeah,
Fair enough.
Yep.
I just kind of want also Goldberg head to be a skill.
Yes.
Although there's definitely a different connotation and a totally separate joke you could make. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, I think everyone's made their own joke. Anyway. So, the faces won. So the heels are all going to get 5 thank you for showing up points. Because these guys did like no moves. So that's 5 points each to Nese, Gulak, and Daivari. Let's see. Tony Nese is going to get 5 points. That put him at 126. And Drew Gulak is going to get 5 points. Oh, I have both Nese and Gulak. Huh, okay. And that puts him at 111. And then 5 points to Arya Daivari. Puts him at 208. And on the winning team, let's see. We have 15 and 5 for competing against 20 points each to Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Puts him at 289. And 20 points to T.J. Perkins. Well, I really do have all the goddamn cruiserweights, don't I? Okay, then.
Which is weird because either it's because they were taken all the way at the end, or something else. Because like it should be somewhat even considering how the categories went, but I'm imagining at the end.
Well, the biggest thing that screwed the cruiserweights is that he took the Japanese dudes and you took the Bollywood boys, and they've both fucking dropped on the face of the planet.
Yeah,
that's what kind of hurt you. No,
guys. You have the Japanese dudes.
He has one of them.
Yeah, you have the other one.
You want to have Jack Gallagher.
I have Jack Gallagher. Yes, that's helping. But remember, there were 2 Japanese dudes that took one, and you took the other one.
I took the Chinese guy, you racist prick.
Whoever.
I kind of had to take the Bollywood Boys, to be fair.
Yeah, you got forced into that. Sorry.
That's fine.
Hey, draft is coming up.
Yeah, that's how it goes. No
All
one's
right.
going to take him off of me. No one's going to be like, damn, you know who I want.
No, but you could steal some better cruiserweights from us.
It's true.
Anyway, Mustafa Ali wins this match. He's going to get 20 for competing and 5 for winning. It's 25, and 1 for his reverse 450 is 26 points to Mustafa Ali.
Yay!
Mustafa.
Mustafa. All right, so let's see. That's it's 99, 109, and then another 6 is 115.
Everything my reverse 450 touches.
Yes. If we ever get around to ever using it again, I'm gonna have to make an adjustment to Mole's WWE deck. We're gonna put Mufasa Ali in there.
Yes.
Anyway, where the fuck was they? Okay, here we go. So moving along. So then we have a match that kind of opened with promos, but not totally. The New Day came out to the ring. And they got to talk for all of about 4 seconds before they were interrupted by Enzo and Cass, who cut their usual opening promo, spent just enough time for Cass to announce that he was entering the Royal Rumble, before they were interrupted by Rusev and Jinder Mahal and Lana. And Rusev talked for about 5 seconds before he was interrupted by Titus O'Neil, who proceeded to get in the ring. The New Day proceeded to ask what he wanted, that he'd interrupted him for 4 weeks in a row and needed to go away. And Titus said, no, he just came from the back where he was informed that the 8 of them are competing in an 8-man tag team match tonight. And the New Day and Enzo Cass made the point that while Lana is hot, she's really not in condition to be competing against them. And Titus said, no, that's not her. And Braun Strowman comes out.
The young up-and-comer.
The young up-and-comer Braun Strowman joins the winning team as the heels defeat the faces, thanks to Braun Strowman. So, we'll do the faces first since they lost. As you do. So we're going to start off with Big Cass, who gets 5 for competing and 3 moves is 8 points to Big Cass. I'm at 187. And then Enzo gets 5 points for competing and 1 for a move is 6 points Enzo. And then who else is in this match? Who else is on their team? The New Day. So Big E. Let's see, did the New Day hit any moves? Yes, Big E and Kofi each hit a move. Okay, so Big E and Kofi each get 6 points. So that's 282 for Big E. And Kofi is going to get 6 points. It's going to be 223. Okay. And then the heels. Let's see. So Braun Strowman got the pinfall, so we'll just do the other heels first then. So Rusev gets 15 points for being on the winning team and 5 for competing. So basically 20 points to the 3 dudes that aren't Braun. So Rusev gets 20 points, puts him at 160. And Jinder Mahal gets 20 points. Where is he? Jinder. There we go. It's at 91. And 20 points go to Titus O'Neil. It's 76. And Braun Strowman gets 25 for winning and competing and 1 for his running power slam. We'll give him 26 points to Braun Strowman. 79. And then 6 would be 285. And then everybody but Braun Strowman is also going to get promo points. Let me see. 195 for Big Cass. And Enzo puts him at 178. And Big E puts him at 190. And Cove E puts him at 231. And I don't think Jinder really talked, but Rusev and Titus definitely get promo points.
They hindered Jinder.
They did hinder Jinder. And then Titus gets 8 more points, which will put him at 82. And then Xavier Woods gets 5 accompaniment points. And then the 8 promo points is 13 points to him, which would be 219. And then Lana also gets accompaniment points. It's another 5 for her, puts her at 71. Okay. We're rolling. So after this match occurs, Richter will be very pleased about this. I don't know if he knows what's coming.
Do not.
So Braun Strowman, like I said, he dropped Enzo with a running power slam to pick up the victory. And then as the ring clears and he celebrates in the ring, Braun Strowman is interrupted.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a big show. It's a big bad show tonight, dog. Who proceeds to get in the ring and stare Strowman down in a beard off. And apparently, without speaking, announced to everybody that he's in the Royal Rumble.
He pointed at the Royal Rumble sign.
The announcers knew that conveniently. So,
to be fair, he's always there.
Which I said 2 weeks when everybody was like, "No, Big Show's not around. He won't be in the Royal Rumble." Fucking called it.
That's his. He's gonna be defined by that, like Undertaker is defined by WrestleMania.
Pretty much. He'll always be in the Royal Rumble. Anyway, so that is appearance points for the Big Show. No. That's 3 additional points, which meant 9 points for you, John. Enjoy that.
Yay.
May he eliminate many men in the Rumble.
No. He's got to eliminate like 1 or 2, and then they'll all gang up and throw him out.
Yeah.
As it's been pointed out, they'll be like, "Whoa, that's amazing!" Even though every year that's exactly what happens.
Well, he's got to spend 5 minutes fighting Braun Strowman one-on-one first.
Yeah, and then Braun Strowman will throw him out with the help
That's
of
possible.
2 other people.
Maybe. We shall see. In terms of number of eliminations, I'm looking forward to seeing if Kane will show up this year. He can get rid of all the jobbers.
Wasn't that what Goldberg will do? Goldberg and Lesnar?
He might do, yeah, Goldberg and Brock might do that too, depending on how long, depending on how far spaced out they are and how long it takes them to simultaneously throw each other over the rope.
Yeah. Or,
and how long it takes Goldberg to not be able to breathe.
Well, they also, I've seen somebody suggest that they might have one of them like sneak throw the other one out, and then one will come in there and the other one will like jump in to eliminate him even though he's not in it yet, and then the other guy will come out and then the first guy will go in and eliminate him even though he's not in it.
That could work.
And I'm like, I could see that. They've done stuff like that. So
that makes sense.
But to be fair, as much like how they have Goldberg going now, self-destruction aside, he's got to at least throw out a couple bit. Like I picture when he comes in, he'll clean out just about everyone that's there.
Probably.
I'd be surprised if he didn't just immediately throw out like 2 or 3 people.
Yeah, that's about right.
Didn't did Mojo Rawley qualify? Because I imagine he would be a prime candidate to get
Yes,
thrown
he did.
Yes, he did. He won the over the top rope battle royal.
He won a battle royal on SmackDown to qualify.
No offense to him, I can see that they would just have him tossed.
Probably.
Pray for Mojo. I hope he says that if it's just like him and Lesnar and Goldberg. He just turns the camera. Pray for Mojo.
Then all of a sudden there's a surprise return to his partner, Zack Ryder, trying to save him. Then they both get immediately thrown out.
Yes. Well, somebody joked that he was going to come in and win. And he's like, you ruined it. And then somebody had that picture of when Vince was yelling at Stone Cold back with the like Mike Tyson thing, where he's yelling that at him. You ruined it.
Nice. Anyway, back to the program. It's time for we're going to cut to the back first and see what else is going on here. Actually, no, we're not. I think we're going to throw to a commercial and then come back to a U.S. Championship match with Chris Jericho defending against Roman Reigns. Kevin Owens is at ringside. And so they beat each other up in the opening minutes. And Reigns tries to hit his the 3 moves that he knows how to do. And Jericho blocks a Superman punch with a drop kick, tries to hit a code breaker. Reigns blocks that, hits it with a power bomb. And then goes hits a Superman punch, and then Owens is like, the hell with this, and they just beat the hell out of Reigns. And then they attempt to put Roman Reigns in the shark cage, but he fights back and instead he locks Kevin Owens in the shark cage. And then Jericho tries to hold on to it as it's being pulled in the air, and then Roman Reigns super punches him out of the air. So that's going to be, let's see here.
Anything Edge can do, he can do better.
Yeah.
Aside from fucking Lita, but yeah.
I was just going to say Lita's calling him up right now. She's like, no way. Beep, beep, beep.
Hey, it'd be an upgrade.
It's true.
Anyway, so Jericho wins the match by disqualification, which, according to the rules set down, there's a question: would that count as an intentional DQ or an unintentional DQ? Because Jericho didn't do it.
Did he lose the match but retain the title because they attacked Roman Reigns?
Oh yeah, good point.
He'd get points for the title retention, but Roman Reigns would be the one who gets the points for the win.
Fair enough. Okay.
Not that it matters to me because I have them both, but still.
Fair enough. So in that case, Jericho gets that's the U.S. title, so that would be a 20-point retention for Jericho. 5 for competing is 25. And he's got 3 moves. He's got 3 points for the evasion of the Superman punch with that drop kick. So that would be 28 points Jericho. Would be 79. And what did I say? 6, so 385. Okay. And then Roman Reigns wins the match. But now, and this goes back to what we were saying about.
Did we just lose Jim?
Yeah, I thought it was me because usually I'm the one that gets dropped.
No, I think it's Jim. Well, wonderful. There's not much we can do without the results and the spreadsheet, unless you've been keeping it up to date. Because I know you have the original.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's brilliant.
I'm going to poke his box, see if that works. Jim's box.
Oi, oi.
I imagine he's just continuing.
Possibly, if he hasn't realized yet that he's kind of borked.
Okay.
Jim is borked.
So you think Owens is going to win on Sunday?
I don't know. It could go either way. I'll tell you that will affect who I if I win,
Right.
that will affect who I select as keeping. And there goes Jim. Because if Reigns wins, I'm definitely keeping him because that means he's going to go meteoric all the way through SmackDown or through WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like the same thing with Owens. If Owens retains at the Rumble, I'm calling it right now. He's keeping it until WrestleMania.
Probably, yes.
The one person I may be okay giving up if Jim ends up drafting him, which I can see him doing it, but at the same time, if he's smart, he won't.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Chris Jericho. Because he's probably going to be leaving after WrestleMania, which means he's going to end up losing the title.
Yeah.
Because he has music to make. Yeah, stuff he's already announced kind of can't go back on, so therefore WWE can go fuck itself. Supposedly he was supposed to have left a while ago, but like he had nothing else better to do, and they were like, "We'll pay you money," and he was like, "Okay."
Well, this has been a really good run for him.
It has, yeah. And I think also he probably has like a genuine friendship with Kevin Owens, and the whole Kevin Owens thing was working out so well. Jericho was like, "Yeah, I'll stay on for that."
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I remember somebody was thinking they're like Jericho should win the Rumble. I was like, that'd be kind of interesting, actually.
It would, but that would ruin WrestleMania because you know how that match is going to go if Jericho has to leave after WrestleMania.
Yeah. But it'd set up a pretty decent feud because I'm pretty sure Owens would immediately turn on him.
Oh, yeah. Well, if their plan is to have Jericho win the Rumble, then Reigns has to win at the Rumble. Reigns has to take the title because that's the only way that makes sense. But then if they do that, then it's like, well, it's kind of pointless because you're now just rehashing a feud we just fucking saw.
Yeah. They'll triple threat it.
It still would be rehashing basically the same feud.
I know, and WWE never does that.
I hope Jim comes back. This is kind of awkward.
It's his secret. He's always back? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if he doesn't come back, one of us is going to have to log in as the league to shut this thing down.
That'll be weird.
Let me text him, see if he's coming back.
So if Raja is back up, that's probably why. His internet's like, oh, you found it. Well, then. That's what I'm going to go with.
I have texted Jim. Let's see if he texts me back. I don't know. Who do you think is the odds-on favorite to win the Rumble?
I'm not sure just because I don't know everyone that's in it because they always have those surprise ones. But I would prefer Undertaker not win it, and I feel like they want you to think Brock or Goldberg will win it, but I don't see them winning it.
No, that's going to be a match at the Rumble. Not the Rumble, at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I think Taker, if he wins it, would be a hypocritical move. WrestleMania will no longer define me, promptly wins the Royal Rumble. Like, sure, Taker, sure.
Well, also to be fair, he doesn't need
Need it.
that
Yeah.
to get a title shot. I'm pretty
No,
sure it's Undertaker. Just be like, I want to fight for the title, and people be like, yeah, okay, fine.
Yeah, he and John Cena are basically the same at this point. If they want a title shot, they get one.
Yeah. Hmm.
Mojo Rawley. No.
Uh,